Good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to Full Count, Sports Memo's MLB betting coverage show. My friends, we come to you live every weekday, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be covering baseball with some of the best handicappers, analysts, columnists, and sports bettors on the planet. We're going to be giving out free picks on several games for today's card and plenty of time for you to take advantage of those free picks. My friends, I'm your host, world champion handicapper in Las Vegas's biggest daily sports bettor, Joe D'Amico. We've got a great Labor Day panel for you, and it is Labor Day, so happy Labor Day to everybody watching out there. You and your family have a happy and a healthy and a safe Labor Day. So let's bring on this good-looking panel, the First Lady of Las Vegas, Dionne D'Amico, and the Southern Assassin, Rocky Atkinson. Let me start with Dionne. Dionne, good afternoon. How are you today?
Good morning. Happy Labor Day. I'm doing great. How about you?
I am wonderful. Well, I just saw you like 19 seconds ago, but I'm the same as I was before this. I'm doing great. Rocky, how are you today, sir?
Hey, doing good, Joe. Glad to be back with you.
I'm always happy to have you on every show we do here at SportsMemo, Rocky. Not only are you one of the best cappers in the business, one of the best analysts I've ever worked with, you're one of my favorite people in the world. You're one of my best friends. And, you know, getting to start off the week with the love of my life and one of my best friends, guys, don't tell SportsMemo, but I do this show for nothing. Shh, don't tell Chris, our producer. Sports fans, before we get into some free winners for today's card, we have a few things we'd like to tell you about. First of all, hit that subscribe button. We want to hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. We can't do it without your help, and trust me, you don't want to miss any of our fall content. We've got some new football shows. We've got some great stuff happening. We've got the Sports Memo Today show. You don't want to miss the Family Affair show on Fridays as Ralph and Jeff Michaels joins Joe and Dionne D'Amico. And you certainly don't want to miss any of the first Family of Las Vegas shows Monday through Thursday, I should say, as we have a lot of laughs where we give some great content. We're going live now. So you got a nice shelf life. We're going to get out some early games in baseball now that we weren't able to do before for you. So be sure to tune into that, but hit that subscribe button because we can't hit 10,000 subscribers without your help. Secondly, you know, it's the customer appreciation that you receive from Sports Memo is unrivaled. And the great people at Sports Memo did a solid for Dionne and myself today. Let me put that up for you guys. Dionne, as you know, is a leaderboard fixture over at Sports Memo, and so am I. I've got quite a few number one rankings over the years. Dionne kicked butt in every season that she's been contributing to over at Sports Memo. We've got a great discount. Joe or Dionne D'Amico, 30 days, all sports access, just $199. Use code FF30. Remember this, Dionne and I finished both number one and number two in preseason football. She finished college football last year, number two. She's on the leaderboards for MLB and WNBA. You'll get 4 big sports from her right now. I contribute to MLB, college and pro football. Great 30 days, $199, FF30 upon checkout. And guys, today is Monday. You know what that means over at Sports Memo? $9 Monday. After the show, go over the Sports Memo. Follow your favorite capper or cappers, because most of us that put plays up have plays up for $9. Guys, I told you, the customer appreciation you receive from Sports Memo, unrivaled. Guys, 3 roundtable games, 1 best bet, 2 great cappers. Let's get right into it. Our first roundtable game, a big matchup between an AL Central team trying to make the postseason cut and an AL West team trying to widen their cushion. We're talking about the White Sox at the Mariners. Currently, Chicago is a $1.20 favorite. Total 7.5 under 115. Let's go to the First Lady of Las Vegas, Dionne D'Amico, killing it with free plays here on this show. Dionne, the floor is yours. White Sox, Mariners.
Thank you. For this game here, the Mariners come into this matchup winning 7 straight and 9 of their last 10. They currently sit in second place in the AL West, 10 games back of Houston, and own the AL's top wildcard playoff berth. The White Sox, on the other hand, had their 4-game win streak snapped after a 5-1 loss to the Twins on Sunday. Regardless of their .500 record, Chicago sits 2 games back of Cleveland and Minnesota in the AL Central and 7 games back in the AL wildcard race. Today, we have Marco Gonzalez and Lance Lynn as scheduled starters. Gonzalez, he is 10-12 with a 3.99 ERA. And in 2 starts versus the White Sox, the righty is a perfect 2-0 with a mere 1.46. Lynn, he is 4-5 with a 4.70 ERA. And in 6 career starts against the Mariners, the left-hander is 3-1 with a 2.31. But when on the road, Lynn is struggling, going 0-3 with a 5.59 ERA. Like I said earlier, the Mariners are running hot and are showing no signs of slowing down at all. And with Lynn struggling on the road, I'm taking Seattle in this one. We can't hear you.
See, I muted myself again. I love it. Sports fans, the First Lady of Las Vegas says the Mariners are a winner. She's been killing it on the free plays here on the MLB show. Follow her. You follow her to the bank. Let's go over to Rocky Atkinson. Now, something I did not talk about prior to the roundtable segment. Rocky Atkinson, last year, 70% in the NFL, and that's documented. You don't believe me? Go check it out, SportsMemo. He's got a big discount. You get his entire NFL campaign, if I'm not mistaken, for just $3.99, Rocky. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Just $3.99. I believe it's Rocky, $3.99 upon checkout. I'm going to verify that before the end of the show. We'll get that up there. We'll get that out. But Rocky's doing some great work over at SportsMemo. He's gonna chime in about the White Sox Mariners. This is an interesting matchup, Rocky. Currently Chicago 120, 7.5 under 15. Rocky, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Dionne here in this one for a lot of the same reasons. Lance Lynn, 4-5 with a 4.70 ERA overall, and he's 0-3 with a 5.59 ERA on the road this season. Marco Gonzalez, 10-12, 3.99 ERA overall, 6-5 with a 3.46 ERA at home, and he's 3-0 with a 2.60 ERA his last three starts. And as Dionne said, 2-0 with a 1.46 ERA in his two career starts against the White Sox. Seattle's 47-19 last 66 games overall. They've won 7 in a row heading into this one, where they're scoring 5.9 runs per game, while allowing only 1.4 runs per game, and they're allowing opposing teams a combined .215 batting average during that time. Seattle's 14-3 the last 17 games against the AL Central Division. Seattle's 37-14 the last 51 games against right-handed starters. The White Sox are 4-10 the last 14 road games against left-handed starters, and the White Sox are 2-6 their last 8 road games overall. I'm going to recommend a small play on Seattle in this one.
We can't hear you.
There it goes twice again. My apologies, guys. Rocky Atkinson, the Southern Assassin, recommends a small play on Seattle. Great minds think alike. Both Dionne and Rocky recommend plays on Seattle. By the way, guys, I did double check that. Today is $9 Mondays, but I did double check that for Rocky last year. His season last year, NFL was 70% documented. This year, we've got a great discount for you. Get Rocky's entire NFL campaign, just $3.99. Use Rocky $3.99 upon checkout. Guys, you know, the customer appreciation you receive over at SportsMemo is unrivaled. Sorry about muting myself, not once but twice. But, guys, even I annoy myself with my voice. It happens a few times. Got to mute myself. Forgive me. Guys, don't go anywhere. 2 more roundtable games, then a best bet segment. Our second roundtable game is an interesting matchup. It's an AL West showdown for the Battle of the Lone Star State. Yes, you know it. The Rangers and Astros, currently Houston minus 170, a total of 8 flat. Let's go to the First Lady of Las Vegas, Dionne D'Amico. The floor is yours.
In this one here, we have one team. You've got Martin Perez, who overall on the season has pitched pretty well. He is 10-5 with a 2.89 ERA. However, since the beginning of August, he's falling off a bit, going 1-3, as his ERA has risen to 4.24. On the other hand, we've got Hunter Brown making his major league debut. Normally, I would definitely side with the Astros here. They're obviously looking to put more of a gap in their lead in the AL West, and the Astros have really had their way with the Rangers this season, taking 3 in a row and 8 of the last 10. However, even if Brown gets in trouble early, the team can certainly rely upon one of the best bullpens in baseball. Houston, they ranked second with the team ERA of just 2.98. So if he does get in trouble and they pull him early, their bullpen is pretty darn good. And that's why I still have a lean on the Astros today.
That's good stuff from the First Lady of Las Vegas, Dionne D'Amico, who's doing some great work over at SportsMemo. You know, she's a leaderboard finisher, MLB, WNBA, finished last year, college football number 2. Great stuff. Lean on the Astros for Dionne. Go follow her after the show. You'll follow her to the bank. I'm interested to see if Rocky and Dionne agree on the second round table game. You know, I looked at this game myself. There's a lot of angles to it. Rocky Atkinson, Rangers at Astros, currently Houston 170, total of 8 flat. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Dionne again here, which isn't a bad thing, of course. Martin Perez, he's pitched well for Texas here this year, but he's going up against this Astros team here tonight, who's starting Hunter Brown. who will be making his MLB debut here in this one. In AAA this year, he pitched in 23 games. He started 14 of those. His record 9-4 with a 2.55 ERA overall. He had 134 strikeouts compared to 45 walks. He allowed opposing teams a combined batting average of only 186. So he's not bad at all, although he's making his debut here. He's got a great team backing him with the Astros here in this one. Texas 0-8 their last 8 games overall. They're allowing 6.6 runs per game the last 7 games overall, where opposing teams have a combined batting average of 312. Texas is 32-72 the last 104 road games against right-handed starters. Texas 0-5 the last 5 games against right-handed starters overall. Houston has had a lot of success against left-handed starters this year with a 32-11 record on the season. Houston's allowing only 2 runs per game the last 7 games overall, where the opposing teams have a combined 186 batting average. Houston's 42-16 the last 58 home games, and they're 104-44 their last 148 home games against teams with a losing record. Houston's 18-4 the last 22 games at home versus Texas. I'm going to recommend a small play on Houston in this one.
Well, sports fans, great minds think alike. First 2 rounds, both Dionne and Rocky agree. Rocky says small play on Houston. By the way, guys, you remember when you were in grade school and used to get caught chewing gum in class and your teacher used to say, do you have enough gum for everybody? Well, our producer, Chris, is in the back room eating and he's making me hungry. Thanks. I appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate it. I'm just glad he didn't do what he did last week. He had adult films on in the back. Made me very frisky in the afternoon. Me and Dionne might have made everybody a little uncle or aunt out there. So having said that, Chris is laughing. I get in trouble all the time. But we're going live. He can't edit me out. Not today. I love you, Chris. We're just joking. Sports fans, don't go anywhere. We have another roundtable game before we go into our best bet segment. And our third roundtable game is another interesting matchup. And by the way, guys, I want you to know that this Monday card in baseball for the whole season, particularly the last month or so. Hey, Napalm, how are you, buddy? Thanks for chiming in. We love you. We adore you. Keep chiming in. Keep watching. We've got some more winners for you. But, guys, this Monday card over the season, especially the last month or two, has been very weird. A lot of early games, not a major card, a lot of early games. So we're doing our best to get you games that come on a little bit later, so you get a little bit of shelf life, get some use out of it. So if you say, hey, how come you don't have this game or that game? You know why right now. So our third roundtable game, guys, 2 NL West rivals are going at it. The Giants at the Dodgers. LA, big favorite, 220. A total 8 over, minus 115. Let's go to our leadoff hitter today, our Ricky Henderson of the day, Dionne D'Amico. Dionne is doing some great work over at SportsMemo. Dionne, Giants, Dodgers, the floor is yours.
Sports fans, Los Angeles has dominated San Francisco. To say Los Angeles has dominated San Francisco would be an understatement. They have taken 8 straight meetings, which includes 2 consecutive 4-game sweeps. Not only that, but they have taken 7 consecutive matchups in Dodger Stadium. Both teams have good starters on the mound in Logan Webb and Andrew Heaney. There's an argument Webb doesn't get too much run support. However, he is just 1-3 in 8 lifetime starts against the Dodgers with an ERA of 4.20. This, along with the fact that the Giants blew a 3-0 lead in the 8th inning, tells me that there is no doubt in my mind that the Dodgers are going to continue their domination in this rivalry. I mean, just in this division alone, Los Angeles is 53-17 the last 70, while San Francisco is just 6-21 the last 27. Take the Dodgers on the run line, folks.
Sports fans, the first lady of Las Vegas, Dionne D'Amico, says take the Dodgers on the run line. Guys, wow, these are 3 great angles, 3 great breakdowns from Dionne D'Amico. She's a winner. Follow her over at SportsMemo. Let's go to Rocky. I almost said Rocky Assassin, Rocky Atkinson, who is known as the Southern Assassin. Guys, he's killing bookmakers. He's wanted down south. He's doing great work at SportsMemo as well. Rocky, Giants at Dodgers, LA, 220, 8 over 15. Take it away.
Yeah, you have Logan Webb, who has pitched very good for the Giants here this year. However, he comes in 0-3 with a 5.40 ERA his last 3 starts. Andrew Heaney, 2-1 with a 2.12 ERA in all starts this year. 2-0 with a 1.05 ERA at home this year. San Francisco's 20-34 this year against division opponents, including 6-21 the last 27. San Fran's 8-21 the last 29 road games. The Dodgers 47-17 at home this year. They're 64-28 against right-handed starters this season, and they're 37-13 this year against division opponents. The Dodgers 6-0 at home against San Francisco this year, and they've won 7 in a row at home versus the Giants, dating back a little bit farther back than that. The Dodgers are 8-0 the last 8 overall meetings in this series. I have to play the Dodgers on the run line this one.
Sports fans, my dear friend Rocky Atkinson, who you know because he's all over the SportsMemo leaderboards, says a play on the run line on the Dodgers. You know, Rocky, these Dodgers, they're never below $1.80, $1.70. I mean, if you can get them at that, it's almost like a gift. But they're winning so much that, and they have dominated. You know, even Dionne D'Amico said something about their domination over the Giants. Webb is a good pitcher. They're dominating so much, especially in the division. You know, at 220, you know, you got to look at run line and great stuff. But, you know, the odds makers know that that the general public's going to be coming in on these. So they're pumping these games up a little bit more, you know. They know that the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Yankees now people are fading. The Astros, the Mets, people are betting these games, the general public. So they're going to inflate those lines a little bit before they even come out. Got to take that into consideration, guys. So we do have to go run line, unfortunately, on some of these games. But you know what? They're still winning on the run line. Great stuff from Rocky Atkinson. Great stuff. So great minds think alike. All 3 roundtable games, the First Lady of Las Vegas and the Southern Assassin agree on. I love it. I love it. I love it because great minds think alike. And they're both winners. You know, that's why Sports Memo is unrivaled in this business. Nobody, we have the greatest collection of cappers anywhere in sports betting. And none of our cappers are alike. None of them are cookie cutouts of one of another. So I love the fact that Dionne and Rocky both have different angles looking at games, but they came out with the same outcome. And I love that because that shows you that there's different cappers out there. And I know here at Sports Memo, we have one tailor-made just for you. But guys, don't go anywhere. The most exciting portion of the show, the best bet segment is upon us. Dionne D'Amico is going to go first. And I've got to tell you guys, she's been all over the MLB leaderboard all season long. She's on the WNBA leaderboard. She finished NFL preseason first or second, because I know I was either first or second, depending. We were right there fighting it out, and trust me, it caused a rift in our household. And last year she finished college football number 2. She's going to tell you about a few things she's excited about on the premium side, and she's got a best bet for you for today. Dionne, the floor is yours.
Thank you. And as Joey did mention, I am all over the leaderboards in multiple sports. So this is the perfect time to take advantage of that 30-day all access pass that I have going on right now for just $199. All you have to do is use that code FF30 and it gets you 30 days for just $199. As far as today goes, it was this crazy schedule today with so many early games. So I did pass on premium plays, but I will be back tomorrow with some more free winners or with some more great winners for everybody. And for my best bet today, it is one of the roundtable segment games that we did cover. I really do like the Dodgers today. I'm sticking with them as my best bet. And just to reiterate to tell you why, San Francisco's bullpen has been erratic all season long. And lately, they've been blowing leads. This is something you cannot do when facing Los Angeles. The Dodgers seem to have little or no weakness. And to add salt to the wound, they have had their way in this rivalry. As a matter of fact, they've had their way with the entire division, especially in this rivalry. So I'm sticking with the Dodgers for my best bet today.
The First Lady of Las Vegas, Dionne D'Amico, says her best bet on the Dodgers. Talking about salt in the wounds. Can't tell she's married to a Sicilian, can you? I love it. You love it, guys. Follow Dionne over at Sports Memo. She's a winner. Don't believe me? Go follow her. She'll bring you right to the bank. Rocky Atkinson, as we talked about it, he's got a nice special for you. It's, he finished last NFL season 70% documented. We aspire to hit 60. If you hit 55, 56, you're making decent money. We aspire to hit 60. Rocky, man, he hit that white whale 70%. It's just, and I'm so happy for him because he is a monster capper. And this year, because we at Sports Memo know that saving your money is just as good as making your money. And whether you bet $50 a game, $5 a game, or 5 dimes a game, I know that $3.99 for Rocky's NFL season is a bargain. Okay, follow it. Follow him on that program. I'm telling you right now, he's going to tell you about a few things he's excited about on the premium side, and he's got a best bet for you. Rocky, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, like Dionne, I passed here on Monday. I didn't see any value on the card out there today in baseball, and I didn't like the college football game tonight. So I took a pass. 60% last year, college football regular season. Looking forward to some more winners. Should be loading up in the next couple of days here for the weekend. And like you said, 70% in the NFL last year. Just incredible. When I was looking back over my numbers, and 3 years ago, I actually hit 75% in the NFL. So it was just an incredible run there. And I may have a top play going on Thursday night NFL football. I was kind of looking at that before the show, and I'll be finalizing my NFL card later tonight or by tomorrow evening at the latest. And I'll be loading that up. So be sure to check that out. As far as the best bet for the show, this game does go at 4:10 p.m. Eastern time this afternoon. So you got a little bit less than an hour if you want to play it. You might want to get down soon on it. I'm looking at Boston and Tampa Bay here this afternoon. Michael Wacha, he's been very good for Boston. He has a 10-1 overall record this season. However, he's 2-3 with a 6.75 ERA in 5 career starts versus Tampa Bay. Louis Patina is 1-1 with a 2.79 ERA at home. He's 1-0 with a 3.46 ERA his last 3 starts. And he's 1-0 with a 3.86 ERA in 2 career starts against Boston. Boston's 1-6 this year when playing in domes. Boston's 18-36 against division opponents this season, where they're allowing 5.9 runs per game. They're 2-5 the last 7 road games. They're 7-22 the last 29 games on turf. And they're 1-7 the last 8 games when their opponent scores 2 runs or less in the previous game. Tampa Bay is allowing only 2.1 runs per game the last 7 games overall. They're 116-69 the last 3 years against division opponents. They're 7-1 the last 8 games against a starter with a whip less than 1.15. They're 9-2 the last 11 games against teams with a losing record. They're 90-42 the last 132 home games, and they're 101-41 their last 142 home games against right-handed starters. Tampa Bay 6-1 at home against Boston this year, including winning 6 in a row. I'm going to recommend playing Tampa Bay in this one.
Sports fans, Rocky Atkinson says Tampa Bay Rays has his best bet today and getting in quickly because the game is going to go off early. Great stuff by Rocky. Even Pie Gal likes it. She's in the background barking. Guys, Rocky's a winner. And by the way, Rocky, while you were doing your segment, I know you were 70%. When you mentioned 75% a few years ago, I went out, I took my credit card out, and I bought your football program myself. What the hey? Hey, I'm never above buying good information. Guys, follow Rocky. You're going to follow him all the way to the bank. My friends, it's time to lower the volume on your PC, your headset, your phone, your tablet, because I'm very excited. Let me tell you what's going on right now tonight over at SportsMemo as far as Joe D'Amico goes. It doesn't matter if it's college or pro football. I'm the best Monday night capper in the history of this business. So much so, by my peers, I've been given the moniker the King of Monday Night. So tonight we start our football campaign off with my coveted Monday moneymaker in college football. It's Clemson Tigers. They travel to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium to take on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. If you didn't make enough money this past weekend on the gridiron, then all you got to do is follow the King of Monday Night. I have my play posted right now at SportsMemo for $10. But this is the time where you can really, really save and make a big profit off your investment. $199, 30 days, all access, Joe D. You get my college football, my pro football, and my MLB. I promise you'll come back and stay a longer stay. Now, let's talk about my free play tonight. Now, if this line would have been a little bit lower, guys, I would have put it out as a premium play. But I want you to know I really do like it. I'm going to keep this one just like me, short and sweet. Left-handed Martin Perez has struggled lately. Over his last 4 or 5 weeks, he's just 1-3 with a 4.24 ERA. In his 4 starts this season against Houston, he is 1-2 with a 4.50 ERA. I know. The Astros are giving a pitcher his first ever major league start. Now, folks, Hunter Brown has some decent numbers in the minors, but we all know there's a huge difference between the minors and the majors. I'm not looking to cause any controversy here, guys. But the one thing that does compel me to release Houston as my best bet play, I think Dionne D'Amico talked about this during the roundtable segment, is the fact that Houston owns one of the best pitching staffs in baseball. We'll see how long Brown can hold on the mound. If he gets in any trouble, they may keep him to see how he reacts for a little bit, but they can always crutch on the fact that they have the number 2 pitching staff in all of baseball, guys. This is big. Not only that, but they have really had their way with the Rangers, taking 8 of the last 10 meetings this season. They're a whopping 38-14 going back a while, guys. Texas has lost 8 straight, including 4 consecutive road games. They're 0-5 the last 5 versus right-handed starters. There's no way you could possibly side with the Rangers here today. I'm taking the Astros here with a pitcher making his MLB debut. Once again, I'm not following him. I'm following the fact that this bullpen is one of the best in baseball, and I have enough faith in the fact that the Astros know that they dominate the Texas Rangers. So they're going to come out. The bats will be swinging. They're going to score some runs. I like the Astros minus $1.70, guys. Let's bring everybody else back on real quick. Dionne and Rocky got a couple of announcements, and it's time to take off. It's Monday. It's Labor Day. Chris was eating in the waiting room backstage. I'm starving. I got some ribeyes ready to go on the grill outside. My friends, be sure to tune in every weekday to this show, SportsMemo's Full Count show. We go 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to come to you live, giving out free winners with special guests each and every day. Also, go to SportsMemo after the show. Take advantage of those great customer appreciation discounts. They're unrivaled. And be sure to hit that subscribe button because we want to hit 10,000 viewers on YouTube. I'll tell you right now. And also on a quick side note, best collection of cappers anywhere on the planet are at SportsMemo. Go to SportsMemo's Twitter page. Follow it. We all post free games. You get futures, you get odds, you get great columns. Follow them. Follow these great cappers. Dionne D'Amico at First Lady of Las Vegas, Rocky Atkinson at Rocket Man Sports, and yours truly, Joe D at Joe D'Amico Wins. My friends, Monday's in the books. I want to wish you and all your families a happy and a healthy holiday today. Be safe. Be happy. That's it. We got to get out of here. This is Joe D'Amico on behalf of Sports Memo. Dionne and Rocky, good luck and have a winning day.